was doing a.
Now the iPad's doing weird things. It's working. It's just super.
We're doing the show
little
Saturday.
snappy.
When do you get back?
I don't get back till late Saturday.
Sunday morning show.
And
I'm on YouTube and it's like the countdown to 4 minutes and 40 seconds. Or something. Yep. So far, everyone's been nice in Grand Junction, Matt. You know, don't be knocking Grand Junction. I'm worried about dropping a lineup that scores 60 points this week. I'm worried about. That might be the worst lineup I've ever thrown in any contest. That's good. Are we gonna get all the questions today? Dude, we got 93 subscribers. That you can't stand.
the main show, because we can hear us through the Zoom.
Are we starting?
Should we do something else? Should we cancel?
And we're live.
As I'm saying, should we cancel? Should we
Abort.
Abort. I pressed a button. I didn't hear the themes.
This is great.
Are we live?
We're live. We're live.
This is
I'm
comedy.
just gonna mute myself till I talk. How about that? Let's try.
That's a great idea.
You're
That's good
frozen.
thinking.
Is that gonna solve any of it?
Yeah, that'll solve the echo. We'll just have to be.
Can I turn me down here or not?
It's not that we're recording Juice's audio, so it's coming through the audio of the stream.
I know, but this is distracting me.
How are you gonna hear Juice?
Oh, that's a good point. Okay, welcome
Is he
to the
frozen
pivot.
on yours?
Yeah, he's frozen. I don't know what happened. As you all can see, we've had a lot of technical difficulties with technology and talking.
It's 12:50.
It's 12:50. We're gonna do the shortest show we've ever done.
We may not do it. We're pulling the plug on the show.
We're not pulling the
Yes,
plug.
we are. We're here to say we're sorry. Unfortunately, there's going to be weeks until we get this down.
Sorry, I'm not sorry. We're plugging. We're going.
I see just Grand Junction player on my screen. Anyway, we got time to do a few things. We're brought to you by Vest Bank. We're executively produced by Toby Buchanan. We are live at Crybaby still. It's a beautiful day in Tulsa, right? We can all agree on that.
It's a beautiful day in Tulsa.
Julio's in Grand Junction, Colorado, which
Beautiful out here, Matt. It's beautiful out here. Boots on the ground.
it just shows Grand
Yeah,
here.
he must have turned his video off. Grand Junction. That's what Juice looks like now, guys.
Anyway, Juice, can you hear us?
Absolutely. I love it.
Okay, we're in a studio that we paid a lot of money for that nothing's currently working, other than a Zoom. And mics are working.
The mics are working. It was the TV's audio that screwed everything up.
Is Emmy's camera working?
Yeah,
Emmy, are
Emmy's
you
camera.
back there?
She's on there.
Here.
Oh yeah.
This is the stream where we just talk about our stream problems.
Yeah.
This is what this is.
And say that thank everyone for being here. If nothing else in the stream, I'm going to say thank you, Toby Buchanan.
Yeah.
Toby O'Keaney is in second place in Rays League, which is amazing. We're not. We've had back-to-back horrible weeks. I don't know that we're going to have to be able to put together a lineup for you this week. What do you think, Jared?
Let's just build a lineup and then call it good.
We're going to build a lineup, call it good. You in on
No, we don't
that
have-
grand
no,
player
we're-
DFS?
Matt, we don't have time to talk about last week's lineup. It's a forward
Yeah,
thinking.
we're just
show.
gonna just build a lineup, and then that's the stream.
This is going to be called the Lost Pivot Show. This is going to be the
Yeah.
week that may be lost off the channel. You may not see when you're looking for old pivot cast of the old episodes. This is the one that's not going to appear anywhere.
Yeah.
But we're going to build a lineup. Emmy, can you flash the iPad?
Yes.
My beautiful lineup's about to appear.
Nice. I got some thoughts. I got some
Let's
real
get-
thoughts this week.
Oh yeah, like you haven't had opinions on lineups recently. Juice, would you say that Jared's been opinionless lately? I'm about to clear that
yeah.
bad boy out.
Yeah, I mean, he's been less opinionated than usual.
I think he's been the most opinionated. Maybe that's because I've done 2 shows with him. He's not as opinionated as Cuz. Cuz has all the opinions.
He's got some opinions.
I like the Cuz Jared show because these guys, they're not afraid to fire opinions. Anyway, we don't have time for this.
All right.
Okay, we're going to skip dumpster diving. We're going to skip top shelf. We're going to definitely skip hindsight 2020. What else are we going to skip?
50 Cent?
Oh, no, we're going to start at 50-cent pieces. Julio, where are the big games this week? Let's do it.
Okay. Falcons, Cowboys, 54.5.
What is it, 54?
54.5. Let's see. The Buccaneers against the football team, 51.5.
Oh, wow.
Vikings, Chargers, 53.5. Or no, 53, I'm sorry. And then Chiefs, Raiders, 51.5. So we got 4 50-cent pieces. We're going to call this the $2 week. Kind of like this is the $2 show.
Yes. Well produced here. I played the music that I was supposed to play after you're done. But it's nice. I don't even know if Julio can hear it. Probably not.
I don't know. I think so.
Anyway, Julio, we played your music really late.
I can feel it, Matt. I don't need to hear it.
So out of those 4 50-cent pieces are the rest of the games. Do you have a favorite game?
I don't know. I mean, I think Falcons Cowboys is interesting. I don't know. I mean, I can't see
Our
the
confidence
Cowboys-
is waning, right?
Yeah, we built the worst lineup possible last week, so our confidence is a little low.
And then the week before, you and I built the second worst lineup.
Yeah, that's right.
Possible. We're so due for a 200-point week.
we can
This is
only
due
go
November, right?
Yeah.
Due-vember.
Duvember.
It's due-vember.
What were you gonna say, Juice?
I was just gonna say I just can't see Dak and the Cowboys laying as big of a dud as they did last week. And just like real quick, last week, I mean, yeah, we had a bad week, dude. It was the most bizarro week.
We didn't have a
I
bad
can
week.
remember-
Our cash keeps winning, and that's a valuable commodity to me.
It is. But I'm just saying it was a crazy week. I mean, if you'd have told me that the Bills held the Jaguars to 9 points and still lost,
Yeah.
I would have called you crazy.
I even
It was
started
bizarre.
Bills D, and they produced like 6 points. Okay, let's quickly do a build. I'm up against the deadline, so it's my fault that this is going to be a quick show in some ways. Let's do it. We're not going to be able to do our normal features this week. We'll
Yep.
be back to you next week. This is unfortunate. Julio, you are back here next week, right?
Yes and no.
Okay.
We'll talk about it.
Oh gosh.
We have. It'll be better next week
Okay.
because we'll have that sound bar, right? Or something.
I'll be back Thursday, so maybe we can do it Friday.
Sounds great.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay. Lock and loads. Who's somebody? Are there players that we have to play this week?
Yes.
Okay. Let's hear from Jared first.
Najee Harris against Detroit. That's all you need to hear.
I like Najee Harris. He's going to be really highly owned.
He's against Detroit.
And it's a good matchup.
Detroit, I think, has failed to stop every running back they've played against from scoring a touchdown.
I think he's a great play. I think Jonathan Taylor's another great play. I think you can't play both of them, so it's going to be a tough choice. I think for some.
Yep.
Juice.
Yeah, I kind of like Carson Wentz this week. I just don't know if it's going to be Carson Wentz show or if it's going to be the Jonathan Taylor show.
The build that was up when it came on. No, that was a Tom Brady build. I had Carson Wentz in some builds. Yeah, it could be either one. He's the most consistent fantasy quarterback going right now. Would you agree with that?
I mean, yeah, he's playing Jacksonville at home on that sort of fast turf. I don't know. I mean,
That
I like Jonathan Taylor too.
fast
Almost-
turf that looks terrible on television. Have you guys
Yeah.
paid any attention to that?
Mm-mm.
The Indianapolis turf during the day looks terrible because of the reflection. It's crazy. Anyway, no time for that.
Real quick, Juice, do you have something against Najee Harris, or you like Najee
No,
Harris,
no,
or what's your thoughts?
I love Najee Harris this week.
Okay,
I mean,
so we got
his
Najee Harris in the
home,
lineup.
nothing else said. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a good building start. Okay, just why don't you, since we're really limited on time, why don't you give us your favorite quarterback wide receiver combo? Run it back. What we're running it back with.
Oh boy, I would say
It's my favorite time of the week.
Boy, I do really like that that indie game, but
Wentz Pittman's a good one.
what do you guys think about Aaron Rodgers this week?
I like it. I mean, I think he's going to come back angry, right?
I mean, I do.
I mean, if you want to play some narrative DFS, I think Aaron Rodgers is going to come back and throw 18 touchdowns.
I have no problems with it.
And I
put it-
believe Russell Wilson might be coming back this week. Is that correct? Yeah,
Yes,
he's
that's
practiced
correct.
fully. So, I mean, I would think the Seahawks are cheap, the receivers.
Line
yes.
Star's favorite receiver of the week is DK Metcalf.
Yeah, he's fairly inexpensive, 6,800. I don't know. I mean, the problem is we're gonna have enough money to play like Rodgers and Devontae, but even Devontae's not overly expensive for his standards. So
I haven't tried to do this build with Devontae because I liked other pricey plays. What about trying it with like Valdez Scantling or Lazard?
Lazard's looked really good the last couple weeks.
Who has?
Lazard, I think, has looked pretty good.
And how much is Lazard?
Let's see. He is
4,400.
4,400. Yeah.
Well, let's do it. Let's try the build with Lazard, right? And we'll come back to it. I went ahead and put DK as the run backer. Do we have any objections to this, producer?
No.
Nope. Emmy,
Yes.
since we missed you in all our usual segments that you participate in, do you have any favorite plays? I forgot to ask.
Any favorite players or plays?
Players.
I like Josh Allen.
Yeah, it's a
Quarterback.
good matchup.
Yep. Against the Jets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Or
You could definitely do some builds with Josh Allen, Emmanuel Sanders, running it back with Michael Carter, running it back with.
I mean, I like Tom Brady this week too. Y'all saw that you had him in your.
I do
pre-build.
like Tom Brady a lot
Yeah.
this week. I'm probably going to play Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do like the Aaron Rodgers, and I like the narrative.
Yeah.
Juice, we got a cheap defense we could throw in here. That was the problem I had most with my builds, is finding a defense I could settle on. You got anything, Jared? Juice, Jared?
Yeah, I got a defense. They're actually the 7th highest scoring defense so far when it comes to fantasy terms, and it's the Titans, 2,600 against the Saints. Trevor Siemian or whoever else seems like a pretty good opportunity for defense to score some points.
Hey, how about this? I have to leave early, guys, and we got a lot of guys listening. How about we do a quick build here? I'm going to take off, and Jared and maybe Julio, you stick around and handle these questions that we're getting.
Sure.
Is that cool?
Yeah, that's cool, man. Absolutely.
Okay. So, guys, please stick around. We're going to build this lineup really quick, and then all these guys I see in chat asking very good questions, these guys are going to get them answered because I'm reading them, and they are interesting. So keep them coming, and we'll deal with all of them.
Sounds good.
Okay. So, Juice, we got about 47.50 per player. I say we go to defense and tight end and kind of do some dumpster diving here and seeing what cheap plays we might be able to put in these positions.
I'm assuming we're putting in the Titans because I love JMJ's call. Tennessee at home, defense is healthy, good
Did
price
you say
tag.
Tennessee?
Mhm.
I like that one too. I also like Arizona against New Orleans. Didn't Arizona play New Orleans?
No, Tennessee's at home.
Oh, yeah, no, I do like Tennessee.
Yeah.
I also like Arizona, but I forget that Carolina. They're playing their backup very likely also.
Yeah, they are.
But Arizona's much more expensive. Okay, Titans D's in. Do we have a cheap tight end play that we could squeeze in here? Because we're going to need to free up some stuff for these other running back spots and flex.
The first one that stuck out to me was Dan Arnold again, only 3,500 against the Colts. He's been getting consistent targets, like 8 to 10 targets a week, and he's 3,600.
I really like Arnold too.
do you
Juice, you
think,
like
Juice?
Arnold?
I like him. I'd like to.
I think
I'd
there
like
is
to
some
save a little
cheaper
bit more money.
spots.
Yeah, I'd like to save a little bit more money if possible.
Okay.
David and Njoku against the Patriots. I think him and Baker have something kind of going right now.
I agree with that.
And then Taylor Sweeney for Buffalo.
He scored a touchdown, and he is dirt cheap.
He's dirt cheap. He's 2,600, and I think
Good
I
with
think
going
that,
firing and
Sweeney, is that what we're saying?
I'm kind of thinking we're going to need the money if we're.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I mean, we still have a running back in a flex spot, so
Yeah,
So lock Sweeney in.
I think he's just a cheap dart that could score a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't have any. I mean, he's got 2 targets, 4 targets. It's definitely a dart, but
It's a dart.
we need some money, or we need some savings. So
And the other thing is, quickly, guys, as we've mentioned, we're not winning Ray's League, and so there's 2 components to playing Ray's League: is you can win the week and win money, or you can win the overall and win money. We need to win a week, so let's be more daring and more willing to fire some ceilings.
Yeah.
You know, so we're gonna have to fire some darts here to win a week. So
I'm with
So
it.
we got Sweeney in. We got a running back spot open, a wide receiver, and a flex.
any thoughts, Juice?
I mean,
A cheap.
I think,
Oh, sorry, I interrupted. I asked your thoughts
no,
and then
go
interrupted you.
ahead, go ahead. I'm actually just scrolling. Go ahead, finish your thoughts.
Benjamin for Arizona is interesting.
Eno Benjamin.
Yeah, I know it was a blowout that he got his touchdown, but Connor took a big load last week, and if Edmonds is seriously hurt, they're going to have to get Benjamin taking a little more of the load. Would anybody agree with that?
Yeah.
4,400
I don't know. It seems kind of expensive for
for a dart.
a
super
dart like that. Yeah.
I mean, he's probably touchdown dependent.
Yeah. I don't really feel that comfortable with it. I mean, you could be a genius or look like a genius, and
Yeah, I
and
might
exactly,
save that genius for my lineup.
Yeah.
Juice, what's your thoughts on Benjamin, just quickly?
I don't mind him. I mean, I kind of there's a couple running backs in the, I don't know,
Like the 6K range?
500 and above. Like I kind of like.
Let's start hearing some names.
I mean, you can't discount what James Conner did last week. Seems like he's getting all the goal line carries. Leonard Fournette, I really like.
I do like Fournette.
Washington.
I like Patterson against Dallas, too.
Yeah, I mean, Cordero has just been a beast. For the first time this season, DeAndre Swift does not have like any sort of questionable tag next to his name, which is interesting. Michael Carter, dude, I think the Jets have just quietly been getting this offense going.
I noticed that White's starting, and he loves to dump off to Carter. And they're going to be.
Yeah,
I mean, if they, I'm not going to say anymore. Oh, they're going to be behind because the NFL is being the NFL this year, and he may not be behind. They may be winning. So, but I do think Carter's getting a lot of dump offs. I mean, as much as 8 targets at times. So.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he got 14 targets the other week.
Yeah.
2 games
Yeah.
ago. I mean, he's not. You're not going to project that, obviously, but I don't know. I like him.
Who's your favorite here?
I would say if it were me, I'd say Fournette, Carter are my two favorites. Darrell Williams is also just quietly just getting the job done. He's solid. You could always go back to the well with Zach Moss. I mean,
I kind of like
think
Singletary.
Moss
I think
was
Moss is
phenomenal.
banged up, and Singletary is dirt cheap.
I mean, I think any one of those guys you can go with. So,
Yeah, I like Hines a little bit in that potential blowout.
yeah.
Who should we fire? Who do you want to put in this running back 2 spot?
I would say, well, another guy we didn't mention, but has been producing is Josh Jacobs, Tulsa boy.
Yeah, I do like Jake.
Well, yeah, Jacobs against Kansas City. I like that.
Yeah. So
Jared,
I
what's
would
your
say
preference
Jacobs-
here?
I like Fournette and Josh Jacobs the most out of what I've heard.
I do like Fournette. If we're gonna go that price range, I say Fournette's our play.
We could actually do both of them and then still have 6,200 left over for another wide receiver.
That's not bad. And that wide receiver would be Godwin. Is 60? Isn't he 62?
Let me see here. If I put Jacobs in at
Or no,
flex,
Pittman's a great play. Pittman's a great play.
Wait a minute. What am I missing? I've got Rogers, Harris, Metcalf, Adams, Lazard, and Sweeney.
Jacobs.
and then we had Titans D.
Okay, I'm still left with 4,600 for the flex.
Okay, so I'll name them real quick. Aaron Rodgers,
Yeah.
Fournette, Najee Harris,
Okay.
Lazard, Metcalf. Then we got our wide receiver spot open. Sweeney.
Okay, I had Adams in. That's what it was.
Oh yeah, no,
okay.
I just put Lazard.
Got it. Okay, perfect. I'm back.
We can we can look it back at Adams.
We could do that. We could take out Josh Jacobs or Fournette and put Adams. I like that since we got Aaron Rodgers.
Let's just see what that does.
I mean, I think we're kind of swinging for the fences here.
We are swinging for the fences. There's no kinda.
There's no kinda. Then I'm gonna take out what I kind of like Fournette a little bit better, and he's a tad bit cheaper. I'm gonna take out Jacobs and put in Adams at the wide receiver spot.
Okay.
That leaves us 4,600 for our flex.
So say that one more time. You took.
I took out Jacobs, kept Fournette, put in Adams at the wide receiver spot, and we should just have a flex and 4,600.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
That's what I'm also got.
And we've got some options here.
Yeah, I've been a Bourne fan, but he's averaging double digits.
Yeah.
4,600.
Really curious if we're going to find out what happens with Odell Beckham before Sunday, because if
Pollard could be a sneaky play. He's getting
Pollard?
a lot of snaps.
yeah, he does.
Juice, what are you thinking at this 4,600 range?
I mean, Pollard kind of sticks out to me a little bit.
I do. We're swinging for the fences.
I mean, Zeke practiced in a limited capacity. I'm expecting him to play, but there's nothing to say that he can't get banged up in the first drive and then it's.
But
just all
even when Zeke is healthy, they're playing him
Yeah.
almost. I mean, it's like 55-45.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. He's getting touches for sure.
He has, we agree, a pretty decent floor, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to get some catches.
Yeah.
He's going to get
What
some yards.
about though? Real quick though, what about Laviska Shenault? No, I mean,
I'm
he's
not
right
a
there.
huge Chenault guy, but I could be convinced.
So-
I think that's my high scoring game of the week, Jacksonville, Indianapolis.
I don't really like Chenault that much, and the reasoning is I just read this week. Let me pull up this game. That what's that other wide receiver for Jacksonville that's kind of Agnew? Apparently, he's getting all the slot work now. So I feel like that's where Trevor Lawrence likes to throw the most.
What about since we're in this price range, AJ Green?
You like him better than Pollard?
I mean, I think he might have a higher floor, especially if Hopkins is out. I mean, I don't know.
I don't hate that play. I like that play.
Back from COVID, I sort of think Hopkins is sitting this week, man. I mean,
Yeah,
he
I
didn't
think so,
play
too.
all week.
Well, it gives the
Rondale
viewers
Moore is
a
banged
couple
up.
different angles to attack it.
Great news. There's no echo coming through the stream.
Nice. Who gave us that update?
I just checked it.
Nice. You guys got a lot of questions, by the
Yeah.
way. So keep them coming. We're going to answer all of them. I promise.
I mean, I would say we could put in AJ Green as a placeholder.
And then
And then
possibly
we can
change it
revisit
later.
it. Yeah. Like if we find out Hopkins is in,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know, we can go another direction.
We'll give the producer the final dissent
Yeah.
at
And it won't cost me, what do we call this thing that you
It will.
guys?
Producer exemption.
Exemptions are done for
Exemption,
the
that's
year.
right.
Yeah, I noticed you haven't been forcing. Would you have forced a Najee Harris exemption if we didn't play him?
Oh, 100%. It's Detroit. He's guaranteed a touchdown this week.
I do think he's guaranteed a touchdown.
I
We
feel
have-
like Najee Harris is Jared's new Derrick Henry.
It is. You know why, right? This took me a while. It took me doing the start sit show to fully understand this. They have a dynasty league. His favorite players are the players on his dynasty league.
Oh my
Because
God.
I like them.
Yes,
That's why they're on my team.
It took me a while to figure this out. There is a theme here. It's
But I've had Najee Harris all year. I don't keep pulling him up.
we're using our team Dusty is transferring into our DFS plays.
To some extent.
I'm just kidding. Your exemptions have been great. They really have. I mean, it's just the truth. Emmy, we haven't heard much from you. It's 1-1-1 on 1-1-1-1-1-2-1 right now, just for anybody out there that finds that interesting. It's a true story. 1-1-1-1 on 1-1-1-1-1-2-1. How are you doing on this date? Anything? Yeah, we had to rush through the show, so we didn't get to do our usual show banner, and we didn't get to
I
include you
think you
much.
guys are doing great.
Oh, we did? Okay. We're doing great. Is Juice doing great?
He's trying.
Where's Juice? He just disappeared from the stream.
Did I?
Oh,
no,
there he is. Okay.
He's there.
Yes. No, you hadn't been
There
flipped
he
to in a while. Technology has allowed me to have you right in front of my face. Anyway, I like the lineup. What do you think about the lineup, Juice?
I mean, I'm gonna go out there on a limb today and guarantee this lineup scores more points than last week's lineup.
There is some chance this lineup could score than our last two combined.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
There is that chance.
I think that might happen.
I'd like to see that happen,
Yeah.
and it's not that hard. It wouldn't be that hard. I mean, it's
not
not
that hard at all.
impossible. We might not even win the week.
If you're looking for people to help you build lineups that score the lowest amount of points, we did a great job the last 2 weeks of
Yes.
that. So
Anyway, good job, Toby Biocchini. He's managed to unsnap some of this puzzle while
Yep.
we're struggling with it. We're going to have to turn the show over to the executive producer at some point, I think, Juice.
Well, hey, I'll say this: our cash has been fire.
Our
I mean,
cash
we have-
literally would win this league. I'm not just saying this. Everybody thinks we're probably just saying this. Julio's cash lineups are literally the nuts. Like, I don't know that you could
I'm
play-
not surprised.
It's been consistent every time I question it. Who did I question last week? You're in the group chat.
I
Nick Chubb.
don't know. I was
Nick
at a
Chubb.
wedding this week. I didn't really pay
Who did I
attention.
question last week?
Nick Chubb.
Right.
Nick Chubb.
Nick Chubb. I tried to get Chubb out of the lineup. That was my contribution to our cash lineup last week. Hey,
I said-
Juice,
I-
I think we should get Chubb out of the lineup. Nah, he's okay. Okay, we're gonna go with it.
Yeah, my exact words, Jared, were like, "Nah, he's gonna be fine."
Nah, he's fine. He's fine. You just go back to eating your breakfast. He'll be okay. You just calm down.
That's great.
But that's been my contributions. I've done nothing positive. I've only screwed up the cash lineups. But they really have been the nuts. Juice Jr. has fired some lineups at us, and we're now up +3. We should be +4, but that's my fault. Yeah, we're +3 on him.
That's
3 games
great.
up.
That's awesome.
Wait, how are we +3, dude? I mean, it's like week 10.
What do you mean? How are we plus? We've won 3 in a row.
I thought it was like that we were like 6-1 or something.
We are, but no. Remember, I changed the lineup in that one. We would be up +5 if I didn't change that lineup.
Got it.
That was a 2-point swing. Oh,
Sweet.
grand jury DFS players back. I love it. Okay, I've got to run. Are you
Cool.
okay with me just setting the headphones down and you guys are going to take it from here? You're
yeah,
going
we'll
to
do these. Juice, if you're down, do the questions. We'll do the questions, then we'll call it there.
fire the
Yeah,
questions.
I
There's
just-
about 10 of them up there. So
Can you turn your
I'm going to just shut this off.
Oh
Right?
no! I want to see Juice. So if you could just turn it towards me, and that's
There
over
we
here now. Yeah.
Okay, guys. Well, hey, thank you. Sorry I have to run. Emmy, it was good seeing you. Thank you for flying in.
Yep.
Thank you, Vast Bank, for sponsoring. Thank you, Jared, for doing all the hard work.
Of course.
Hope Brian, if you're listening, our guy Brian, who does all the work on the studio, had surgery this week. I hope you're doing
I
good.
hope you're doing good.
Haven't had any shout-outs lately.
Quick recovery.
Brett, some of you regulars. Hope Jess is still listening. I know Brian Newsom listens, and I haven't said shout-out to Brian. So, anyway, I'm out of here. You guys take it from here.
Sounds good. Emmy,
See you,
Yes.
Matt.
do you remember how to switch the camera on the main shot? Because you can just switch it to me, and you can just cycle through until you see me.
I'm on you.
Nice.
Wait. What else are you wanting me to do?
Go to the main shot where Matt and Juice share a shot,
Okay,
and then
switch
click on
from
Matt's
that.
and switch
Okay,
it to my camera.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I got my camera off just because I noticed I was freezing a little bit. So
Sweet. Guys, we're gonna do about 15 minutes of the questions. So if you have any questions, fire them at us. We'll just focus on that for the end of this stream. Perfect. Thank you, Emmy. All right. So Juice, you ready?
yeah,
Let's do this. So is that you at the top? I miss you guys.
yeah, I do miss you guys.
I
wondering
miss
who
you
that
too,
was.
bud. All right, then we got Spicy Forward Strategies. He just wants to let us know that he loves all the opinions. Thank you, bud. I noticed you in all the comments on our videos. Appreciate you being so active. Guys, if you're listening and you haven't hit that subscribe button, we're trying to get to 100 this week. Hit that subscribe button, turn your post notifications on, and you'll make us very happy. JT Movin, Juice, here's a question from him. Should I trade Mike Williams for Michael Carter and Jalen Waddle?
God, I mean, my first question would almost be: is this like a dynasty league or like a redraft league? Because I love all of these guys long term.
Yeah, and I guess he only has to give up Mike Williams for both Michael Carter and Jalen Waddle.
I would be inclined to make that trade if I'm getting Carter and Waddle.
Yeah. I'm leaning. If I heard you right, I think I'm leaning the same direction, which is for Michael Carter and Jalen Waddle, right?
Yes.
Because Mike Williams kind of had a crappy consecutive few games, and it seems like he's kind of going back to his roots, which is off and on. Not sure if you're going to get a good game from him or not.
I love Carter long term. I love him the rest of the year, and Waddle. I think he's kind of like just a target monster in Miami. So I like him. I like that trade.
Yep, I like it too. All right, next one. We got Stephen Barr, standard. I have Carr, Henderson, Patterson, D. Adams, Diggs, Rondell Moore, and Flex, and Knox. That's a lot to take in. Should I trade Knox for Schultz or try and trade away Diggs? And if so, who could I hope to get for Diggs? I don't think you should trade away Diggs. I feel like his best games are ahead of him. How do you feel about that, Juice?
I mean, I'm never a big fan of trading a superstar when their market cap is as low as Diggs is right now.
Right.
So, like, I would probably hold on to him, hoping this week he busts out. And if you want to move him, try and move him next week as opposed to this week, because you're going to get pennies on the dollar for him. That's my feeling. And I mean, Knox for Schultz, I just don't know how banged up Knox is. But if he's coming back in a week or two, I'd probably hold on to Knox.
Yeah, I'd hold on. I agree with that 100%. I'd hold on to Knox. Yeah. Okay, next one. The Chosen Rose says, start 2, Emmanuel Sanders, Christian Kirk, Hunter Renfrow, Jerry Jeudy, Tim Patrick, Russell Gage, and A.J. Green. So you got to pick 2 to start out of that if you can, if you remember it.
Yeah, well, so I'm looking at it.
Sweet.
Christian Kirk is a good play. Again, if Hopkins is out, right? Renfro is just always kind of producing now. And then Jerry Jeudy, I like if Tim Patrick is out. I'm not high on Russell Gage. And I think AJ Green, you can kind of toss him in with Christian Kirk. It really depends on D-Hop, I think. But I think the long and short of this is you just got to monitor the injuries. right?
Yeah. And so what were the two that you said you'd start this week?
If everybody's playing, let's say, I would probably go Renfro against Kansas City.
Yep.
That would be my number one. And then I just always like Jerry Judy.
I do too.
So I think those would be my top two as of right now.
I think I'd agree with that. Spicy Forward Strategies asks us, what about Cam Newton? Did some come out that I'm not aware of with Cam Newton?
I mean, I like Cam Newton. He's a good dresser.
Yeah. I like. Is he on a team now?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. He's a great guy, if that's what you're asking. I think. I don't know him personally, but I approve of Cam Newton.
Yeah.
Next one. Start E. Benjamin, E. Moore, or Randall Moore in my flex. Which one? Gotta pick one.
Looks like Rondale Moore is banged up as of right now. Elijah Moore, that offense is on the up. So, and I don't know. I don't love Benjamin as much. I would probably go Elijah Moore this week.
I agree with that. My mouth just dropped because apparently Cam Newton, Spicy Forward Strategies, and Stephen Barr just let us know that Cam Newton just signed with the Panthers.
Oh, going back home.
Going back home. So yeah, I mean, I like it. I mean, but also he has a history of sucking, so I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. Spicy Forward Strategy asks Judy, Waddle, or Pittman rest of season. Which one would you hold on to for the rest of season?
So we talked about Judy and Waddle already, but I think my favorite of this trio is Pittman.
It's Pittman?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's impressed me for sure. I was not on him even mid-season. I still thought, fluky, but he just keeps putting up big numbers.
Here's one last thing on Pittman is that you got to remember they play in a dome, so at least half their games moving forward is going to be in a dome, and weather is going to start to be a factor as the season progresses. So I like Pittman.
Yeah, I like him too. All right, well, I think we handled everything there. Guys, thanks for tuning in to the technical difficulty pivot stream where we had to make it real short and also had problems we had to figure out. But I appreciate your guys' time and sending in the questions. It's fun for us. Again, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 100 this week. We're at 93. We just need 7 people. 7 people to hit that subscribe button. Tell your friends and family about us. Get us to 100. Spicy Forward Strategies has one more thing. Do you guys trust Barkley? Juice?
I guess which Barkley? Saquon?
Saquon Barkley.
Man, I don't know. He's been just a walking injury.
I know, right?
I mean, so I do not trust Barkley. I love him as a player, but I don't trust him.
Yeah, I don't trust him either. I don't even really put any trade value. And I had several people send me a Barkley trade this week. I immediately rejected it because I feel like I'm just going to end up stashing him on my IR slot for the rest of the season at some point. So,
Agreed.
Stephen Barr, thank you for the sub. We're going to end it there. Again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We do this every Thursday. Next week will be Friday at noon. And we also do a start-sit show that is season-long based on Mondays between 4 and 5. So thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week. I'll do the head bob thing, and it'll be most likely just me because oh yeah, Emmy will join me. This is how we sign it out. Juice is probably head bobbing in Grand Junction this week. Can't see him right now, so it's mostly just gonna be me and Emmy.
Thanks for getting us through this, Jared.
Yeah, no problem. All right, we'll see you guys next week.
See y'all.